Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back guys. If you would like to know the document required and the steps and process to get a study permit in Canada, you want to stay to the end of this video guys. So welcome back again guys. I'm so happy you tuned in today. Please guys, subscribe, like and click on the notification button below. Also comment guys, it does help my video. So your comments and likes and subscription helps my video as well. You can also share this video to your friends and family and tell them to subscribe as well. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the process of getting a study permit and documents required for getting a study permit. I've had people ask me, oh, you talked about getting admission for a study permit and all that. How do we get the study permit? What's the process like? The study visa, how do we get it? So this mostly depends on your country, but there are like a general checklist and document checklist that you would require. I'm going to be reviewing that in this video, okay? Alright, so let's start by getting all your documents. You want to be sure that you have your letter of acceptance from your designated learning institute. Be sure that the university or the college you got the admission from is a designated learning institute. So I did put a link. I will be putting a link actually for that. So you want to look at that and be sure that it is qualified for a study permit. I'm also going to be linking a video about getting admission in the first place. I had a video of that, so you want to watch that to understand the process, okay? All right, so you want to be sure that you have that letter and also you have your finances, so you have like a proof of finance. You want to be sure that you have your proof of finance as well, okay? You have your documents, so additional documents like proof of some information that you have provided. So those are the main things that you require to start the process, okay? Now starting the process, this is what I will do, or this is what I did in my time. Just to let you know, there are two ways you can apply for a study permit, okay? You can either apply online, which people say it is easier and it's faster. I don't know, but I didn't apply online. I applied at a visa center. So it depends on the country you are. They should have a visa center where you can apply. So in Nigeria, it's called VFS. You want to check online for the closest one in Abuja, Lagos, or wherever. So you could either apply online or apply in your visa center, okay? All right, so in my time, I applied in the visa center, but I make sure to have my document checklist and have everything in my checklist together. So I put my document together myself. I made sure I had this and I had additional documents, guys. If you're applying from some country like Nigeria, you need way more than just what's in the checklist, trust me. I'm gonna be talking about that in the video, guys. Again, like, subscribe and click on the notification button, guys, and also share this video, okay? All right, so let's get going. So in the checklist, you are required to fill some forms. So the most important forms that you have to fill is the application form. I'm going to be putting that somewhere. I'm going to be putting also the checklist in this video. I'm going to be attaching all the required links as well. So you want to check on the description button below. Again, guys, I forgot my disclaimer, guys. I need to let you guys know that I'm not an immigration specialist or consultant or lawyer. This is just the information that I have with my experience, and read the links I provide in the description. That would help you understand the process really, really well, okay? All right, so you have your documents, you want to start applying. There are a few forms that you have to fill. There are two forms actually that I think would be applicable to a single person or a person that is past 17. I think 17 or 16, something like that. So it's the application form. You want to fill that in okay? And there's a family information form as well. You want to fill that too. And make sure you have the checklist at the top page. And when you have the checklist, when you have any document, you want to check that. So that checklist is also important. So the checklist first, and when you have the application form filled, you attach it at the back and you tick. And you have the family information form filled, you tick that and you attach it at the back as well. There are also some forms, I'm going to be putting them there, but you also see the description. So it might not be applicable to a lot of people, but it's good that you know that you require those forms. So there's one that's known as a use of representative. So that's if you're using someone to apply. And there's one that gives you some information about your spouse or something. And there's one that you have to fill if you're 17 years as well. I'm going to put in all that information, guys. And I'm going to put in again the link to the description in the description box, okay? All right, so these are the forms that you required. So we're done with the forms part. Now we're going to go to the document part. So this part is very important, guys. The documents you require, again, just like I said, first is your admission letter from a designated learning institute. What's up with that word for me? I don't even know. Again, the link is below on the designated learning institute. So you want that, and you also want to have proof of funds. Now that proof of funds matter is serious. You need to take it serious and put as much information as you need. A lot of people get refused for insufficient funds. I just feel like people don't know how to go about it. That's why I feel like I should do a separate video or more information on that. But basically, you should have enough funds for the whole of your program for a year. So if you have a year program, if you're going for a year program, you should have the whole tuition fee for that year in the account, and also for accommodation and feeding, an additional 5,000, I think, or 10,000. In my time, that was like 7 years ago, it was 5,000 more. So I had my 1 year tuition. I had 5,000 more for rent and feeding, then another 5,000 more extra. So I tried to have around, I would say, I can't recall, guys, let me not give you a wrong number, but try to have as much as you can, 15,000, 20,000, like of course in Naira as well. So if your family is sponsoring you, which is really, like, that's better most times. If your family, your parent is sponsoring you, they will just provide your bank statement showing the amount. You need to have it, guys. I cannot say this more. You need to have enough money in that account, because even if you can't even have exactly the amount. So if you need 15,000 for the whole program, you can have exactly 15,000, because I mean, if your dad is sponsoring you and is providing 15,000 in his account, like, is he not going to eat or feed or take care of your siblings? You need to be sure that you have enough funds, guys. I don't want to give numbers, but as much as possible. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video for that, but make sure you have that fund. So if your parent is sponsoring you, they will have to provide a bank statement from the bank with the letter headed and all, and some transactions, I think for 6 months or 3 months, I'm not sure, but you should have that 6 or 3 months. I would advise 6 months, have that transaction. And they want a proof of where your parent work, or if they own a business, maybe a letter from their company stating that they work there, or the appointment letter. That's if anybody still have that. I don't know. Yeah, but like, if they have a business, you want a proof of their business, just something to show that this is where their income is coming. Also, you want them to write a letter. It could be typed, it could be written by hand, just saying that, oh, Esther is my daughter, I'm sponsoring her to her university throughout her this, I'll be taking care of all her, you know, just a simple letter, just stating like that. People also do letter of affidavits in the court. So you just go to the court and say, okay, you're applying for a visa, and your parent is sponsoring you. So I think there's a letter they write to just show that, okay, this is it, the parent is actually going to sponsor you and everything. So, you know, get those documents. So like I said, you want the statements, the proof of where the money is coming from, and you also want a letter of affidavits. I think that should be all. if it's your parents. Now, if you're using a relative, if your relative is sponsoring you, let's say your uncle or your auntie, it gets a little bit more complicated, but this is why you need to put a lot of information. So all that I've stated, they would have to write a letter, if they can, with their company letterheaded or something, but stating that they're sponsoring you for the whole of your trip, their bank statement, a proof of where they work, and also a proof of the tie. So if you're saying it's your uncle, you want to have a document proving that it's actually your uncle. You can even put pictures. Yeah, you can put pictures with the person and your parents, or the person that you say he's related to. You could put maybe birth certificate or your mother's maiden name somehow. Like, just try to have a proof that this person is actually your aunt or your uncle. Right, so I'm guessing we're done with the finance part, guys, but it's really important. You need to take that seriously, because most refusals, they just state that insufficient fund. Okay, all right, so when you have that, you also want to do your police reports. I can't say for other countries, but I know in Nigeria, last time I did my police report, I can't remember how much I paid, 10,000 or 8,000. So it depends. You want to go to the police station and ask them for a police report and get it. Don't pay too much money, guys. I mean, if you have it, why not? But some people just pay a ridiculous amount, 20,000. I'm like, what? But I mean, just get it right. So you want to get your police report, okay? After you get your police report, what are medicals, your health check as well. So some people have that before they apply. Some people don't need to. So in my time, I don't know, I was just positive, or I was just trying to go ahead, and I was running out of time as well. Guys, I need to let you know that it takes about 2 to 3 months now to get a study permit, especially from Nigeria now with all the COVID stuff happening. It might even take longer. So you want to start applying, like, advisable 4 to 5 months before your admission start date. Okay, so you want to start applying so that there are no delays at all. Okay, as soon as you get your admission, you want to just push all the documents and get it going. Then also need 2 passport photographs. There is a specification for that. Mostly when you go to like a studio or something, I think I did mine at Studio 24, you just tell them that it's for a Canadian visa. They have the specification, but you can also print the specification that you have and take it to them. So I'm going to put that link again in the description link below. All right, and you also need the fees. So you need the fees for the study permit. I think right now is about $150 per person for a study permit, and if you're going to be doing the biometrics, it's $85. So $150 Canadian dollars. I don't know how much is going to be naira now. $150 Canadian dollars. And then you need, I'm sure if you take it in naira to the visa center, they should be able to take that. And then for your biometrics, you need $85 for that. You also would print your passport page as well. So your passport page that has all the information there, you have that too. There's a form that they call CAQ. It's you only require if you're studying in a university or college that is located in Quebec. So if you know, Quebec is this French-speaking part of Canada. I studied there, so I needed that. I remember I applied to that online. It took about 30 days or 2 weeks. I hope I'm not mistaken, but I had to apply that first before I even started the process with the study permit. So you need that document as well. So you apply, you get approved, and you put the documents together. Remember, when you're getting those documents, you're checking them. All right, so when you have all those documents, there's another part that says additional documents. So now that is where you have to really put some things, guys, because these people are not playing. As in, I don't understand what they need sometimes. So put all your documents, and if you're a Christian, like I said, pray on top of it. All right, guys, so let's talk about the additional documents. So most people advise to put a letter of explanation. I did put that as well. It's important. So it's just a letter stating, describing who you are. I think this is what the officer is going to probably read. You know, they are all humans like you. You know, just speak to them. You know, communicate. Write some things in letter. Just explain to them why you're going to Canada to study, why you're going for that course, you know, just say things, you know, my name is Esther, I'm applying to study in this because the university is the best here because this course is my passion, I'm a family of so I'm this and that, my parents will be sponsoring me for my stuff or whoever, you know, just write some things. Maybe if you need probably like a sample, I could provide it, but comment below. If you need something, comment below, guys. You have to comment, it's very important. Comment below and let me know if you need any additional information, okay, and I can help you with that. So that is an explanation letter. You want to explain your situation to the officer, you know, impress them and hopefully there should be no issues with that. Now another thing, reason why they refuse people most times, they say because of your ties in Nigeria. They want to know that you will come back to Nigeria, even though most people don't. I mean, yeah, but somehow they want to know that if for some reason your study permit, you know, runs out or something happens that you have to go back, you would have somewhere to go back home to. So you have to prove that. So that's a bit tricky because it's a bit hard to prove that. If you have a business, good for you. You can, you know, have a copy of your business registration, whatever. You should also write that to me in your explanation letter, that I have this business in Nigeria and as such I'll be returning back. You have to tell them that, guys. And as such, you'll be returning back to Nigeria. Okay, you have to say that as well, and to speak about the ties you have, like your parent. If you have your spouse back, you can say, yes, my husband is back, my kids are back home, as such I'll be coming back to them after my program. It's a 2-year program and all. So these are the things you have to write in the explanation letter. It's just a 1 page, I would say, letter. You can type it, you can handwrite it in an A4 paper and all. Also, another thing you can use as a tie is, people even use their car. I know, like their car document to say, well, I have a car. If you have landed properties too, that's so good. That would be good as well. You can say that you have landed properties. If you still have your job and your boss could probably say, yes, you're coming back, and give a letter, that would be great as well. In terms of the land, I know most people don't have lands, but I know of some parents that somehow change, I don't know what they call it in Nigeria, but it's like they create a document to say that this person is probably in charge of the landed property. I really don't know, guys. But somehow they change the name, or they create a document saying that, you know, this person is in charge of the landed property or the house or the properties that they have somehow. You have to research on that because I don't know. I didn't have to do that as well. I mean, I just, you know, gave all that I had, and I got it, and praise God, I did. It's just God, guys. So make sure you have all your documents, guys. And again, I said, most of the things, if you have any complications or something, even without that, you need to write some very nice, like, write details in your explanation letter. Okay, so I think that's it. So if you have everything, if you're going to do this but in the visa center, just take all the documents I just stated, the field form and all the documents listed, take it to the visa center, and they'll take it from there. You pay your fees, you do your biometrics, and you just wait. You wait for, I don't know, 2 months if you're lucky, and you get it, you get your visa and all, and pack your bags and packages. I have a video I talked about also finding an apartment and everything. I'm going to link it above too, so you want to watch that too. It's all getting admission, finding an apartment, and steps, just the whole steps and all. You want to watch that. And also I need to mention regarding the medicals, some people do their medicals before they actually submit their study permit application. Like I said, that's what I did. I just had faith, but for some reason, even when you do that, they call you. So they called me later, I think a month or 2 after, saying, oh, you need to come take your passport, because when you submit in the center, they take your passport and all. They need to come take your passport and go do the medicals. So I spoke to the person on phone. I'm like, I did my medicals already. And they're like, oh, it's a mistake. Okay, sorry about that. I'm like, okay. I know of a friend that said they called her as well even after she had done it, and they told her that she still need to do it, and she redid it, but maybe just said, oh, it's fine. So most people don't do it before, so it's okay not to do it before. I mean, it just saves time, because if you're in a hurry and they say, oh, come and take your passport and go and do it, that'll take like a while. You go and do it, you come back again and give them the passport. So to me, I didn't have a lot of time. I needed to get to Canada for my course, and I think the day I got to Canada was when my course was actually starting. In fact, that was the deadline for course registration, so I had to rush to school, and that's like a long story, and sorry. I was like, you know, in a hurry and all. But most times, if you don't do it, it's fine. Just submit everything with your police report and all, and then towards just when they're about to give you the visa, most times it's like a positive sign actually that you would get the visa. Yes, when they call you for medicals, it means yes, they're about to give you the visa. So people just leave it because they want to get that positive sign, and of course you have to pay some money. It's like 250 Canadian dollars or US dollars, I can't remember, guys. And there are also a list of hospitals that approved to do that test for you. I'm going to put again the description below for the list of hospitals that could do that as well, in Abuja, Lagos, and a few places. I think I did mine in some Abuja clinic somewhere in Nitama. Yeah, I think that's where I did mine. So they can call you to do your medicals, and you go take your passport, and then you go do your medicals and get back to them. Then they stamp your visa, probably a week, or probably takes a few days, it depends, and they give it to you afterwards. Then you're ready to go. Now if you do this online, you create your application online, all these documents I've listed, you scan them and you attach them. There will be a part that you could attach everything. There's a part that you could attach additional documents. So if there are a lot of additional documents, you can just merge them together. If it's a PDF or something, merge them together as one document and put them in there. So submit it, you pay the fees, and you also pay the biometrics, I think, online as well. Then they'll send you an email saying that you should come do your biometrics in the office and in the visa center, and they start the process, and then they call you for the medicals if you didn't do it before, and then, you know, that's it. So it depends if you want to do online or the visa center. I'm not sure which one is better. You have to decide yourself if you want to do that. But like I said, personally, I just did everything. I submitted everything. I filled out my form and printed everything out. I put it in a very nice file, you know, ticked and labeled, like all arranged with my explanation letter. My explanation letter was so simple because I really didn't have, I was like, yeah, I'm going to study this course in this university. My parents will be sponsoring me. This is the amount I have. I don't know, that's just what I did. I really didn't put anything special, but it depends on the case that you have. You need to put a lot of information, because these days, I don't know, they're just refusing people for so, I don't know why, but you know, just try to make your application as strong as possible, guys. All right, I hope this helped you to understand the process and the documents you require to get your study permit to Canada, guys. If you have any questions, please comment below and let me know what questions you have. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.